One thing I love about sharing circles is how quickly people feel comfortable to share the real stuff that's going on with them. That can be a tricky thing when we're having conversations, to give ourselves and the other person permission to go a little bit deeper and talk about what's really going on with us. You know, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Good. Okay, we move on. No one's actually good 100% of the time. But a sharing circle starts with a check-in round. And the check-in round can include things like, you know, how are you today? But the thing is, you're not passing the talking piece and everyone's saying good. You're actually saying how you are that day. And there's no expectation to answer in any sort of way. Some people say, I'm doing good. Most people take a second and reflect and say, today was difficult. It was a challenge for me. I, said some things to my kid I'm feeling really guilty about now. Or I feel totally drained at the end of work today. It was not a good day for me. And then they start to maybe talk about the values lens, and they say, my value of blank was not met today at work. If they come to the sharing circles enough, they start to use that sort of language, and they're able to identify, my day sucked because this value of contribution wasn't met. This value of efficiency wasn't met. And here's how. And that sucked. That statement alone, actually, the way that we describe our experience and using the values-based lens really, really changes the way that we start getting to know ourselves. And so it's an exercise in getting to know each other, of course, because we're sharing, how are you? Let's do a check-in. But you're also kind of getting to know yourself as well. It's sort of like if we each took time after work to talk to ourselves, or to journal is another way. But because the sharing circle doesn't allow crosstalk, when you're holding the talking piece, it's your turn to share. And when you pass the talking piece, it's that person's turn to share, and they're not meant to be responding to what you just said. They're meant to be answering the question from their experience. And so, although we're all there holding the space together, it's sort of a one-way door in a way. No one is there to fix anyone else or respond to anyone else. We're simply there to be witness to each of us having our own experience, and through that, witnessing how human experience is so similar and just crosses cultures and crosses age groups and all of those things. And by the end, people talk about feeling more energized, more connected to themselves, more calm, they're breathing slower, their body is more regulated than it was when they came in, and they feel peaceful.